What if the biggest threat to the future of Dutton Ranch wasn't an outside enemy, a greedy developer, or a rival ranching family? What if it was a secret hidden inside the Dutton family itself? Episode 7 of Dutton Ranch may have just delivered the most game-changing revelation of the entire season. A revelation so shocking that it completely changes how we view Beulah, her connection to the ranch, and the future of every major character moving forward. For weeks, fans have been asking why Beulah seemed different from everyone else, why she knew things she shouldn't know, why certain conversations stopped the moment she entered the room, and why the older generation of Duttons treated her with a strange combination of affection and caution. Now we finally have answers. But what makes this twist truly incredible is that the show has been quietly setting it up since episode 1. Today we're breaking down everything revealed in episode 7, explaining Beulah's shocking secret, uncovering clues most viewers missed, and exploring why this revelation changes absolutely everything heading into the season finale. And trust me, you'll never look at Beulah the same way again. Let's dive in. Throughout episode 7, there was a feeling that something wasn't right. The writers built tension masterfully. At first, it seemed like the episode was focusing on the ongoing battle over land rights. The Duttons were already under pressure from developers, political rivals, and legal threats. But underneath that larger story, the episode kept returning to Beulah. Small moments, lingering looks, unanswered questions. Then came the reveal. During the confrontation inside the old ranch house, Beulah finally admits that she has been hiding information connected to the ranch's past. Information that stretches back decades. According to the episode, Beulah possesses documents and family records that could completely rewrite the accepted history of ownership surrounding part of the ranch. Suddenly, everything clicks into place. Those mysterious meetings, the hidden files, the secret phone calls, the strange relationship she has with several older characters. None of it was random. It was all leading to this moment. And the consequences could be enormous. The reason this revelation hit so hard isn't simply because Beulah was keeping secrets. In television, characters hide things all the time. What makes this different is what the secret represents. For the entire season, the Duttons have been fighting to protect their legacy. They believe they know who they are. They believe they understand the history of their family. They believe they know what belongs to them. But episode 7 introduces a terrifying possibility. What if they've been wrong all along? What if the story they've built their lives around isn't the complete? Beulah's secret threatens the foundation of everything. Not just land ownership, not just family relationships, identity itself. And that's why every character reacts so strongly once the truth begins to emerge. They're not just confronting new information, they're confronting the possibility that their entire understanding of the ranch has been incomplete. One of the best things about this twist is that the writers didn't pull it out of nowhere. In fact, they've been planting clues since the beginning. Let's look at some of the biggest ones. Clue number 1, Beulah's knowledge. Since episode 1, Beulah has repeatedly demonstrated knowledge she shouldn't possess. She often knew details about family history before anyone explained them. At first, viewers assumed this was simply background knowledge. Now it appears those moments were deliberate hints. Clue number 2, the locked trunk. Remember the locked trunk featured earlier in the season? Many fans thought it was a meaningless prop. Episode 7 suggests otherwise. The trunk may have contained some of the records Beulah was protecting. That scene suddenly becomes much more important. Clue number 3, the cemetery visit. One of the most overlooked moments occurred when Beulah visited the family cemetery alone. At the time, the scene felt emotional but mysterious. Now it seems likely that she already knew truths about the people buried there that others didn't. Clue number 4, the old photograph. Several episodes ago, viewers briefly saw a damaged photograph that appeared to feature an unknown family member. The camera lingered on it for just a few seconds. Episode 7 suggests that photograph may be directly connected to the secret. The writers were hiding answers in plain sight. A fascinating question remains. Why keep the secret? If Beulah had information this important, why wait until now? The answer may reveal the true complexity of her character. Throughout the season, Beulah has never behaved like a villain. Suspicious, absolutely. Secretive, without question. But malicious, not really. Instead, episode 7 suggests she may have been trying to protect the family. Think about it. Revealing the truth years earlier could have shattered relationships. It could have triggered lawsuits. It could have divided the ranch. It could even have destroyed lives. From Beulah's perspective, silence may have seemed like the lesser evil. But secrets have a way of growing heavier over time. Eventually they become impossible to carry. And that's exactly what happens here. The burden finally becomes too much. The truth comes out. And now everyone must deal with the consequence. From Beulah's perspective, silence may have seemed like the lesser evil. But secrets have a way of growing heavier over time. Eventually they become impossible to carry. And that's exactly what happens here. The burden finally becomes too much. The truth comes out, and now everyone must deal with the consequences. The next generation, the younger Duttons, may react differently. Rather than viewing the truth as a threat, they may see it as an opportunity to redefine the future, an opportunity to move beyond old conflicts, an opportunity to build something new. Family alliances. Episode 7 also hints that long-standing alliances could shift dramatically. Characters who once stood together may find themselves on opposite sides. Meanwhile, former rivals could become unexpected allies. That's the hallmark of a great twist. It doesn't just surprise viewers, it transforms every relationship around it. Now let's discuss what may happen next. The most popular fan theory emerging after Episode 7 is that Beullah's secret is only part of a much larger mystery. Think about what we've learned. We now know hidden records exist. We know historical details were concealed. We know multiple people may have known fragments of the truth, but we still don't know everything. And that's important, because Episode 7 feels less like a conclusion and more like the opening of a door. What lies behind that door could be even more explosive. There may be additional documents, additional family connections, additional betrayals. The finale could reveal that Beulah was never the only person keeping secrets. She was simply the first person willing to talk. On a deeper level, Episode 7 isn't really about land. It's not even about family secrets. It's about legacy. The show asks a powerful question: can a family survive the truth? Many people prefer comfortable stories over uncomfortable realities. The Duttons are no different. For years they've lived with a version of history that gave them certainty. Now that certainty is gone. The challenge isn't discovering the truth. The challenge is deciding what to do with it. That's the emotional core of the episode, and it's what makes Beullah's secret so powerful. Heading into the season finale, here are my biggest predictions. First, the full scope of Beullah's revelation has not yet been revealed. Second, at least one major Dutton will reject the truth entirely. Third, another character will use the secret for personal gain. Fourth, the battle for control of the ranch will become more dangerous than ever. And finally, the season finale will likely end with an even bigger cliffhanger that changes the direction of the series moving forward. So that's our breakdown of Dutton Ranch Episode 7 and the shocking Beulah revelation that changes everything. Whether Beulah is ultimately remembered as a hero, a protector, or the person who shattered the Dutton family's world forever remains to be seen. One thing is certain: after Episode 7, nothing will ever be the same again. What do you think Beullah's secret really means for the future of the ranch? Was she right to keep the truth hidden, or should she have revealed it years ago? Let me know your theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our full analysis of the Dutton Ranch season finale. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.